Alright, so we're looking at dividing polynomials again, but this time, instead of having a monomial on the outside, we're going to try to divide by a binomial. It means we'll have two terms outside that we're trying to divide by. So, if you look at this example, we got x plus 2 as our divisor, and we're trying to divide it, our dividend, x squared plus 6x plus 8, by that divisor. Now, when you're doing this, it looks a little more intimidating, but the only thing you need to focus on is trying to get the leading term to match. Alright? And what I mean by that is, I know it says x plus 2, but don't try to do all of it at once. Just try to get the leading term, the x, to divide into the term you're focusing on. For instance, I want to try to divide this x squared by just the x. The 2 is just going to be following because the x is the leading term. Alright? So if I'm just trying to figure out how many times x goes into x squared, my answer will be, well, it goes x times. So that's what I'm going to put down for my quotient. So now when I do my division, I'm going to do x times x, which is x squared. But I also have to distribute the x from my quotient to both parts of my divisor. So I also need to multiply x times that positive 2, which will give me plus 2x. Alright? So you see this x from our quotient distributed to the x plus 2. And that's how we got x squared plus 2x. Now, just like normal long division, I need to subtract those quantities. So x squared minus x squared, well, that'll be 0 because that cancels out. And then I would have 6x minus a positive 2x. So positive 6 minus positive 2 is 4x. And then we bring down our next term, so 4x plus 8. So now again, I'm trying to figure out what do I need to multiply x by to get just the 4x. I'm not worried about what comes after that in terms of getting my quotient. So I need to multiply x by a positive 4. So x times 4 will give me 4x. And remember, we have to distribute that. So we also have to do 4 times 2, which gives me a positive 8. And then we're going to subtract those quantities. So 4x minus 4x is 0. And then 8, positive 8 minus positive 8 is also 0. So we get a remainder of 0, meaning that x plus 2 is a factor. And remember, it's always a factor if you get remainder 0. Alright, so in this example, we've got 2x squared minus 5x minus 14 is our dividend, and we're dividing that by our divisor, x minus 3. So remember what we talked about. I'm only going to try to get the leading term to divide into our dividend, and then the following term, the x minus 3, will just follow along. So I need to multiply x by 2x so that I can get a 2x squared. And that would mean I need to distribute the 2x to the minus 3 as well. So 2x times negative 3 will be negative 6x. And we're going to subtract this quantity. So 2x squared minus 2x squared would be 0. And negative 5x minus negative 6x should give us a positive 1x. Alright? Because make sure we check our math. So negative 5x minus a negative 6x. Minus a negative is just like having plus the positive. and that's why we get a positive 1x. Alright? Bring down the next term, minus 14. Well, for x to get 1x, I only need to multiply by 1. Alright, so 1x times x will be positive 1x, and 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. And again, we're going to subtract. So 1x minus 1x, that term will cancel out because that will leave us with 0. And 14 minus negative 3 will leave us with negative 11. And I can't divide a constant by a variable, so my quotient will be 2x plus 1, remainder negative 11.